When deciding what routines you need to improve the organization and flow of your lesson, it's really useful to start by writing down the stages of your lesson that happen regularly. For example, I always start the lesson with a greeting, then we have circle time, we have a story time or games. For example, that's going to be your daily routine. The second step is to establish what needs to happen at each lesson stage. So for all of those lesson stages you just listed, plan steps for students to follow that are clear, quick, and easy to understand. Here's an example. When you start the lesson, you're going to greet the students, say goodbye to the parents or caregivers, ask them about how they are today, and maybe even ask them about the weekend. Step number 3 is to plan the language you'll use. Believe it or not, the language you use in class regularly is incredibly valuable input. And if planned carefully and used consistently, it won't take long for the children to understand you without the need for any L1. L1 is their mother tongue. Moreover, if given time and the opportunity, your students will quickly be able to take the lead with many of these routines and do them in English. The last step is to teach the routine to the students. The steps that you establish for the different lesson stages become the routines that you will teach explicitly, use repeatedly, and reinforce regularly. In the beginning, they'll be very teacher-led and they may not go as smoothly as you hope, but don't give up. With time and consistency, the students will become familiar with them and begin to gain more independence and agency. When introducing any routine, make sure you use lots of modeling, gestures, and sometimes oral or visual cues along with the language. And of course, when you decide to change or modify a routine, make sure you go back and teach them all again. So this was the 4 steps. I hope you found it useful and interesting, and I'll see you online again real soon.